I thought I'd do a short video today about placing the battery on my Harley and also the seat. Now, I've already done a video on not this seat, but the seat I'm about to put back on it. And the reason that this seat is on there is because the last time I rode it, we were riding it 2 up, so I needed the extra seat. The other seat's a solo seat. And we're going to put a new battery in it, and I'm going to try a battery that I've never used before. It's from a company called Mighty Max. And full disclosure, I bought this battery. It was not provided to me. I just did some research and I found a couple good reviews on it. If you know anything about motorcycle batteries and you go looking for reviews, you're going to find a lot of bad ones. Even the good batteries have a lot of bad reviews on them. So or I say good batteries, expensive batteries. So I went with a battery that had decent reviews. It's a company out of New Jersey. The company's called Mighty Max, and we're going to take a look at it and talk about it and put it in. Okay, so here's our battery. Came in a pretty decent box. It's, as you can see, it's a double box, and then it's got this other padding inside. I ordered this from Amazon, but I ordered it directly from the company on Amazon. And I make that point because Amazon does not take back batteries. However, this company will take back the battery free of charge for 30 days, no questions asked, separate from the warranty. I ordered it. It said it was going to be about 6 or 7 days. It got here in 2 days. That's pretty good. I was pretty impressed with that. I was not expecting it. I didn't pay for it or any extra for fast shipment. Now, the battery itself is an AGM battery. It says sealed lead acid, but the specs actually say that it's an AGM, so it's got the advanced glass mat in it. It's non-spillable, and it can be mounted in any direction you want to go there. It is 12 volt, 30 amp hour, and the one I got is the YTX 30L BS. It is the right size for the 2001 Road Kings, and I believe most of the larger Harleys up until about at least 2014. You know, always check your specs. You always need to check your measurements on your battery. It's got 385 cranking amps, cold cranking amps I should say. The one that was in it was the same, and I never had a problem with it until basically it died. Factory ones I believe come with 400, but I might be wrong about that. It's UOSA. 385 is plenty for this bike. When you get up into the Milwaukees and whatnot, though, you're probably going to need more cranking amps just to be completely reliable. It arrived, like I said, really quick with 12.9 volts in it, and I believe I read on their website that that's pretty normal, and that you should put it on a low trickle charge when you get it, just to top it off. I did that. It topped off in about 10 minutes and went green and no problems. So another nice thing about this is, if you know anything about taking batteries out of these Harleys, if you look here, it's pretty tight in there, and so to get your fingers in there to grab a battery that doesn't have a strap on it is a problem. It makes it a little bit difficult, let's just say. Nice thing about this one, and I knew this before I ordered it, is it's got this little handhold right here on both sides, so you can grab it like that. A lot of them, of the higher end batteries, will actually have a strap on it. The battery that I pulled out of there, this Autocraft, has nothing on it. It's got smooth sides, so you're kind of, you know, you got pretty good access on the one side, but the other side you're just kind of grabbing smooth surface with your fingers. It's kind of a problem. Now, you'll notice the difference in the poles here. I'm not sure if I'm going to like these poles. They're solid enough. But one thing I don't like at all is that the nuts are not captured. Well, they're captured, but they will come out. So when you're pulling the battery in and out, you want to make sure you put these back on. Other than that, though, like I say, I'm pretty satisfied with the battery so far. Again, this is just a preliminary unboxing, and hey, look at this. I'm going to try this. Come back in a couple months and let's see if it lasts. So here's the battery box on one of these. It's a little damp in there. I was just washing it, so we'll wipe that out before we put the battery in. But if you'll notice, there's a lip right there. And I understand that a lot of people, when they put these batteries in, sometimes will set it on top of that lip so that the battery is leaning. You don't want to do that. You want the battery to fit all in that gap in there perfectly. That keeps it secure, that keeps it to the level it's supposed to be at, and that makes sure that the clamp, which goes here in this hole across, will clamp it in nice. Always remember, if you wash one of these bikes, just about any motorcycle, make sure you either take it for a ride immediately and make sure that it dries out, or go in and just wipe out under the battery, because that is one of the most common places for motorcycles to rust, is the battery tray. Alright, we're all dry now. These handles make it so nice to go in there. And there it is. That's as far down as it goes. And you can see I got my handles right there. Just pull up, easy. Okay, I already tightened those down. Last thing is just put your clamp in, and this clamp just kind of sits over it, cantilevers over the battery, bolt goes in. We'll tighten that down, and that just pushes down the battery. Alright, so I just added a little connector here. It's going to sit behind this cover, this side cover here, and I got to kind of tie it up there with a zip tie just so it doesn't fall down into the nether regions of the motorcycle. And you'll never see it. It's just tied into the battery on the positive and negative terminal. Alright, normally there's a neutral light here, but it is out. Not sure why, but I know that it is a neutral. So here we go. Okay, so seat's on now, and I will say that it is still growing strong. I haven't had any rips, haven't had any tears. For a $120 seat from eBay, it has been pretty good. It is still hard, it never softened up, of course. But, you know, that's what you get for a little bit of style, of course. You know, the point of this is that it lowers the bike quite a bit in the rear end. And it does an excellent job with that. Now, would I buy it again? Sure, absolutely, no problem. I think it looks good. It's a lot cheaper than the Corbin seats or whatnot. It's probably not as comfortable as one of those, or the LaPeras, or what have you. But sure, I would buy it again. It has held up very well over several hundred miles at least. Again, you know, I haven't ridden as much as I'd like to, but that's also not a long distance seat. That's an around town seat, so that's what its purpose is. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if I don't remember in a few months and you're interested about this Mighty Max battery, please let me remind me, and I will do a review. Although you can pretty much bet that if I don't say anything more about it, it's still functioning. If I come back in 3 months and say, hey, this battery died, then you'll know why, and you'll know. So check them out. I think they have a website, mightymax.com or something like that. Not sure. Again, not a sponsor. I paid for it, and I will see whether or not it's going to be good. And by the way, I think that it does come with a 1-year warranty, and they will extend it for 3 months if you register it. So anyway, we'll see you next time.